Water levels remain high along the Grand River and Grand Rapids. The water is still above 12 feet today, and some boardwalks downtown remain covered.
Meanwhile, as Grand Rapids looks to transform the riverfront, the city has plans to prevent flooding in the future. News 8's Byron Tollefson explains how.
You can't see it right now because the water is so high, but recently crews completely redid the boardwalk below me here from the Blue Bridge to the JW Marriott Hotel, a project aimed to make the riverbank more flood resilient. A big part of the city's plan to transform Grand Rapids is taking better advantage of the Grand River. The Acrisure Amphitheater, scheduled to open next spring, will add up to 10 acres of green space and trails along the water. And the city has other plans to give people new ways to walk along the river downtown.
So instead of thinking of it as something that we need to contend with, we want to embrace it and create spaces along the river that people can experience.
The first of several efforts over the next few years, the $1.7 million East Riverwalk project. City crews recently added a new concrete pathway for people to see the river up close between the Blue Bridge and the JW Marriott. It includes a flood-resistant bouldered bank and a seawall lined with native grass. Across the water, work is expected to finish this year, revitalizing the riverfront outside the Grand Rapids Public Museum. Other improvements include trails at Canal Park and Riverside Park. All the projects are designed to make the riverbank more resistant to flooding.
Flood management strategies in the past were really just like build a wall as to the highest level a flood could go over a 100-year period. What we know now is that there are ways that we can rethink that so that our river doesn't have to be just lined with concrete walls up and down the downtown corridor.
This week, the Grand River remains above 12 feet in Grand Rapids after recent rainfall and as spring soil continues to thaw. It's been enough to flood walkways and spill water over banks. Heavy construction machinery from the museum project remains in the river. The new projects along the riverfront are aimed to absorb more floodwater than before when the river gets high like this, putting less pressure on the banks and keeping water out of the city.
We're building all these spaces for the future with flooding in mind. We know this tends to happen every year, so we want it to be enjoyed when there's not a flood, and we want it to be okay when there is a flood.
In Grand Rapids, Byron Tollefson, News 8.